Why, hello and welcome back to another episode of Voice of the Rings. I'm your hosting guide, Zollin Ironshield, and today is a LOTR Life blog, my friends. I thought I would bring you along and show you what I'm working on today. I've got some fun ideas. So I know you guys all know the backdrop of my recording area, and you can see all that usually normal of the time. And later on I'll give you a tour, but not everything is clean and perfect in my room. So we're just going to talk about this right now. I have a special thing I've been trying and thinking about for a long time. I love having this map behind me, and I don't want to change that. I thought about removing, this is actually a big old TV that I don't use very often, so I just use it to kind of cover it with the map. I thought about, well, maybe I take that down and I put more replicas there. But I like the map in the background. It kind of like, it looks really good behind me. It's right where my head goes. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to leave everything the same, but I'm going to put some hanging swords over the map. All right. I know I piqued your interest now. I have a whole way I'm going to do this. Again, this is my blog playlist. I'm just going to have fun. I'm going to bring you guys along and kind of talk about a few things, and I'll kind of show you ahead of time, and then I'll show you a little after. You might be watching this later. You might have already seen it for the first time on one of my streams, if you see this video a little later. So, but anyway, don't forget to like and subscribe. If you like Lord of the Rings stuff and replicas, we're not going to be reviewing a ton of my replicas here. I want to show you the idea I did and doing it for cheap. You might want to use it too for your room. Might be a good thing. So anyway, let me show you. Alright, so you guys all know my backdrop that you always see behind my head when I'm doing videos or streams or whatever, and the backdrop here with all my books, and I've got my, collection stuff down here. You always see all this. So my idea is I want some swords or my axes or whatever to be able to hang a little bit in between this, but I had a few predicaments I had to fix first. I had the issue of I had this beautiful wood shelf that my family gave me, and I really, really like it, and it fits perfectly over the TV because this basically can actually rotate out. It's on a swivel thing, even though I don't do that normally, but you see my predicament here. But we do have an angle that I can hang in front of it, right? And as long as it doesn't hit my desk down here with my collectibles on it, we're good. So to get that, and by the way, here's some swords in here that you guys never see. By the way, there's that. Oh, ignore that. I just dropped my plastic fan. So there's my swords down there, and then of course the Mace of Sauron, and there's a little show and tell. Again, when my whole room's clean, I'll give you some show and tell sometimes, but a couple swords. Then of course you probably see this from the background normally, but there's the Morgul dagger. So, but anyway, going back to what I was talking about is, I'm like, well, how am I gonna hang swords on here? I could drill holes into this wood shelf and hang it straight up that. I could put some kind of clamp on the shelf. I mean, I went through so many ideas. Then I saw the perfect thing. All right, I wanted to keep my helmets there. I saw this, okay? So this is a bike rack of all things. It's for a bike. All right, now one thing, so basically what I'm gonna do with this is I'm going to take it and I'm going to put this back, hook it to the wall between the helmets, and it just so happens that the length that it extends is just past the shelf where I can hang a sword or an axe. Okay, so I got two of these online for $20 US dollars, two. Okay, so this is one of them. And then it has a thing on the front here where you can hook on this to hang. Now, my first big problem was I realized when I got this, it's way too wide for a sword. The hilt just won't sit in this, okay? So I was kind of like, oh man. But what this will do is the sword can sit long ways, right? So, long ways going across it. So I might save this for another part of my room. I'm not going to use this for this particular project. I already thought about it. I'm going to use this. I found these are little sword hangers or other things, and you can bend them around the sword, and they're really pretty heavy duty, so it should be able to hold the weight, no issue. My biggest thing is if someone bumps it, I don't want it to break off the wall, so that's why I got heavy duty equipment. And then the next part that's so awesome is there's actually a screw here. Normally we're hooking this on, but guess what? I could put that screw and hold it on right there with the tight thing, holding this right where it's supposed to hold the hilt. Now, the next best thing about this, all right, I'm going to show you with Glamdring, is that it covers up this and the end of that, and yet still you can see the helmets. It's just, oh my gosh, it worked so perfect. I was so excited. So I thought I'd share it with you. So let me pull up the sword and show you. All right, so it would look something like that, and if you're looking at it from a camera from the back, it barely even covers the helmets, right? So then, basically, the hanger will hold around the sword like this. I will have to somehow tie the scabbard on so it doesn't slide out, but I don't have the thing on this one, the little screw right there on the back. But basically, it will hook it'll be right there. So it'll look just like this from far away when you're looking. So it's perfect. You can still see the helmets, but you got the sword hanging right in front of the map, but you can still see it's the Lord of the Rings map. I'm really excited about this. I think it's gonna look really good. That was one thing about this area. I just love this area, but I'm like, I love that, but I'd love to be able to show you guys some more of my United Cutlery replicas that you guys normally can't see. This wall. So the best part about this is I can switch swords out or axes from this wall right there. I could switch any of these out whenever for different streams or different events going on. So that's like my favorite thing about this. So we go back over here. I can switch out which ones I have at what days because they're just clamped on, right, with the hanger thing. So I'm really excited about this. And again, with this one, what I was talking about is, again, the sword could sit on it sideways. It's too hard to hold with my hand and show you, but you can get the gist of what I'm saying, right? Basically, if I, hold on, let me flip over here, pull this up, I'll hang this on with one hand, and then I will try to give you what I mean. Oh, let's see, can I do it with one hand? I can do it with one hand. See, it can hang like that. So that's another idea, but it's a little bit scary. I have to tie them on. I don't quite trust that. So I want to be able to lock those around and tie those really good. So that is the idea and the goal. One other issue I run into is the shoulder pads on these are really wide. So they don't really give me the option of that middle area to get that little pipe, the support hanger through. So what I think I'm gonna do is I may bring these two guys up there instead, and these two spots I will put the shoulder pads, which just means that you'll be able to see Theoden's helmet and Aomer's helmet closer to the stream, and then we'll have all the similar stands up here. I do like the chest piece up here, and I do like Theoden's helmet because the gold looks so pretty with the lighting. So I'll think about that. You'll see my finished decision at the end of this video, and also my streams later, or whatever I show you guys. You'll see them in all my videos once this is finished. So I'm very excited. That's what I'm working on. So I will bring you back after I have hemmed and hawed and decided, and then got up on a ladder and done this work. I'm gonna have to take all the helmets down once I measure and stuff where I want them. I'd like them to be somewhat spaced in between every helmet. 1, 2, 3, 4. But at the same time, it depends on the helmet's size slightly. As you can see, they all kind of take a little different kind of space on the thing. But yeah, anyway. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. If you are enjoying this little blog video, again, don't forget to throw a like and subscribe. This is not my normal content, but I know you guys sometimes like to see what I'm working on. And you can see right there, that little pile. That's some stuff to review for you guys. Haha! All right. I'll bring you back when I've started it, almost completed at least. All right, I decided like that, because the height is just perfect not to hit the roof as my curved roof goes down. Haha! Alright, so I just placed them up there. I'm really excited at how good it's looking. So as you can see, if you guys are watching from the back, it doesn't cover up my helmets at all. Again, those are my helmet layers. And if we bring up here real quick, you can see what I've done. Let me get up on the ladder carefully. So basically, the best part is back here. I haven't put them in yet. They're just sitting. The shelf actually has a space for the bottom of the bracket. Let me see if I can show you just by lifting it. See the bracket at the bottom? I didn't really want to put it up this high, but the best part is there's a space so it can go down, which means it'll be a lot easier to measure. And really, there's not going to be a lot of weight on these. These swords only weigh a few pounds each. So I'm going to put in some safety in the top there, and that's probably all it would have needed anyway, even without the shelf. But the shelf is now there to also keep the strength. But this shelf is put up with like ridiculous heavy-duty L bracket. It's overkill, but this shelf can hold like 100 pounds because I really want to make sure these helmets never fell down in an earthquake. And then for safety on these, I'm going to get some ties when I put the sword where I can tie this to over, because these are very strong, but I don't know over time if they'll like, you know, start sagging because they're bendables, which is nice because I can put different items on them. But I'll do some kind of tie, and then these actually sealed perfectly to what I wanted. And I'm so happy. I'm gonna put a safety bolt probably on the back of these though, just to make sure. But then of course I can unscrew them there, and then I can get in here and twist this and actually move the distance in with these. I can't believe how good these work. Again, I'll link these in the description for you. All of these, 4 of these together for doing this whole setup was just over $50 US. So the bike stands were 20 for 2. and then these whole set of these 4 little guys was 13. So I'm gonna need something else to hook on here too as well, but I'm really excited how good this is. And honestly, the spacing looks really nice, even though I've measured a little bit, but I'm gonna have to measure because I kind of want the spacing to look pretty good. But honestly, just from visuals, looking at the camera right now with you guys, that feels pretty good for swords, spacing wise, between every helmet, because I really care about it eye with the helmet and the look of the back. Don't really care if it's off by a 1/4 inch or something, you know, or some centimeters. Yeah, and then you can kind of see my 2 little prancing pony back there now as well. But I'm really, really excited with this. I'll show you when I put weapons on it after I hook them in safely. I'm gonna have to take the helmets down now, but first I'm gonna make sure I like the spacing with some measurements, and then I'm gonna mark all those holes, and then I'll put that part in. But I'm not gonna keep you here for that. That's the technical stuff. Very excited. Sorry the light's so bright. Let me cover it. But yeah, pretty cool. Also, I just realized, even though that gold one's down, these are going to reflect like super chat lights so much better for you guys, these shiny ones. So it's going to look really, really good stuff with the super chats. It might actually be better than Theoden and the other one. Theoden will be right behind me now for streaming when my lights are on there. So, oh man, I'm really excited, guys. So anyway, thanks for being here for this video with me. Hopefully this is fun to bring you along. Let me know in the comments, do you like things like this? When I'm doing a project, redoing the armory or the back, the studio here for you guys in the back, I'll throw you some more out if you do. If not, I won't worry about it. So, and again, it won't hurt my feelings if you're like, yeah, I don't care either way. That won't hurt my feelings. All right, so anyway, I know there's a couple of you that might want to see this though. So yeah, I'm very excited. That one's a little high because it's stuck, so here, I'll get to it in a minute here. And also, for that same 50 bucks, I also have 4 of these now, which I think would be perfect to have, like, kind of like how this sword is. Of course, that one has its own special stand, but to have something like this even above it for another sword or something, because these are padded too. So as long as I do a little tie on them so nothing falls off, it's perfect. I was also thinking of this. Excuse the mess. It's just, I'm doing a lot of projects. And let me show you this one sec. Even something like this to hold the gauntlet on the wall. That would be kind of cool. Or put the gauntlets on the ends. But I'll have to think about that for a future thing. But yeah, it probably wouldn't work as well. I could do it like this, but that might look a little silly. I think 2 of them holding the gauntlets, like side by side, like maybe like right up there, a gauntlet and a gauntlet above it. That'd look kind of cool at the top of the roof. Anyway, you got to use every square inch. And by the way, again, this whole idea came to me when I was thinking, well, I don't have much wall space left, and I don't really have any ground space left. I need to have some floor to be nice and relaxed and some counters. So I was like, okay, what about this way? And that's what I thought about doing this. So yeah, all right, I'll show you when I'm finished here in a sec. Well, if you can believe it, I measured it, and they're literally spaced almost identically, exactly 10 apart each, and even the ends are really well. So I'm gonna move the helmets, screw them into the wall with my safety screws. Here we go. And here's another cool thing. I even realized that I'm very careful. I can slide them out with the helmet and stand, and I don't have to take them off the wall. Yes! Another step complete. Got in my safety wall screws. After I measured them all, I got to clean up all this dust and hook up the things. All right, guys, here it is. Me listening to my Return to Moria music in the background. These are bendable, remember, so I can adjust them later. But there they are. They're all in. Very excited. Anyway, and now I can adjust them with these to be as close as I can there. And I can put my helmets back and put some stuff on them. Yeah! And another cool thing now that they're in is the fact that the shelf, if you look, is actually longer here, shorter here, because it's a pretty piece of wood. But I was able to adjust the lengths with the little spinners here based on the length I needed, because these were shorter. So I can have as close to the wood as possible. So I'm very excited about that. This could be a little closer maybe. But yeah. Cool, cool, cool. I'm very, very happy. And the helmets can slide right in and out. I don't even have to move anything. It's really awesome. Oh my gosh, you guys, it almost worked too good. Literally, I could just slide the helmets in between, and it's easier to know where they go now. So this one has to be a little to the left though, because the roof's just poking it a little bit there. So rebalance them, but now I'm gonna put all the helmets on, slide them all in, and then put some weapons on it. I'll show you at the end. All right, guys, yes! It looks, guys, okay, without making you laugh at me with my excitement, this worked way better than I thought it was gonna work. Oh, I had an idea in my mind, and I was like, it just came to, man. Yeah. You know, God just has everything always come together. Look at that. Even for the fun little things in life, like setting up a collection. That, I'm really excited about that. So, if you want to do something like this, now, I was thinking, oh, well, now if I use this to have more distance, right? Because my problem in my room is I don't have a wall space or counter space. I can use outward space if it covers something or goes in between something on the wall. And I was thinking, you know, I can use stuff over here like that too, because I don't go straight to my wall, because I have a setup here right here for my recording and stuff, and then my big speaker. So I was thinking, well, I could use something here like that, but I really like how this one looks, and I realized one benefit to the other side is that it covers the helmets, and the shelf, the beautiful wood shelf, covers that big giant thing in the back and the bar, which would not look as nice everywhere else in the room. It start looking a little, I think, junky. So, but that doesn't look junky at all. That looks perfect. Oh man, I'm just so excited. Now I got it. That's Faramir's sword, by the way. I already reviewed it on the channel if you want to check it out. It's on my collection playlist. This is the blog playlist. So yeah, I'm really, really excited. And again, it holds it really nicely. And if I do it right, it actually leans inwards. The sword. So it leans inwards to the desk, kind of like how the TV leans inwards, which, I mean, it just works so perfectly, because no one's gonna bump it then because of, you know, walking by. And of course, no one really walks here anyway. We walk over here, behind where the camera is. So, oh man. One thing I have to think about too is I was worried about the dogs. So I have little caps I'm gonna put on these, but that's why I'm gonna do safety things to hook them. Because of an earthquake or something, or these, they don't seem like they're gonna bend, because these only are like a couple pounds. But I'm just worried that might bend or get bumped. But now that it bends inward, and the dogs, if they ran by, wouldn't be even near it, makes me really happy. And I'm probably gonna put a couple of my Hobbit ones too. But for now, I think I'm gonna start with swords. And so I'm gonna put Faramir's, because he didn't even have a spot to hang up. I still have his wall mount stuck somewhere else in the room, because I didn't have room for him. So there we go. I think I'll put a few more for stream tomorrow. All right, heck yeah. And since I had the swords in the middle, decided to put the helmet straight on, because when they're curved in, this one I have to curve because it's too long in the back, but the other ones I want to be able so it doesn't cover the helmets too much in the visual. So, oh, it looks great though. It's gonna look so cool when you guys do, like, and we do super chats, or I change the light colors, and it's gonna be like, the sword's gonna glow on the helmets. Oh man, I'm excited. This is so awesome. Very, very happy with this. This worked out way better than I thought. I'm super excited. So anyway, my friends, I'll give you the last. I'm gonna put the last ones on there. Of course, I'll finish the video seeing all of them. Of course, over time, best part is, if I take off the little things and pull these off, I can switch out which swords are up here. So that's kind of cool. So anyway, I'll see you in the last part. All right, my friends, there it is. Oh my gosh, it works so, I'm just so excited. Look at this. So I put, the sword of the king, Elendil, by the Elendil helmet. Of course, the reforged sword. Put Faramir's right there, because it was a nice little level gap there. And then we have the Witch King sword there, just because I thought it was a cool one to have up there. And Gandalf, Glamdring. And of course, again, I'm going to tie these up, and I might have to do a little adjustments to make sure they're kind of level, but it's not the end of the world. As long as it's pretty close, I'm happy. See, Glamdring's going a little bit to the left, but that's fine. Oh man, that looks so good, you guys. Oh, I'm just the happiest. Thumbs up? Yes. Yes, indeed. That'll be our thumbnail. I'm very happy. And you know what the best part is? It covers the things with the hilts. So you can see the full hilts. And yet, with the little holders, and yet you can't see the big chunky black thing behind it. It's the arm. I am just ecstatic with that, you guys. Oh man. I am so happy. No mittens except if you're on potty business or fun streams. That's what we do here on this channel. Alright, anyway, my friends, have a great day in Middle-earth. I will see you in the next ones. Stay happy, my friends. And now I can change out swords or weapons whenever I want in the back of my streams and videos. How exciting and fun for all of us, and me, of course. It's fun to do that. Like, make it really nice for you guys for every video. I always do my best to make it as fun for you as possible, and also, of course, I'm having fun. That's always our goal, that we're both having fun. You have a great day, Middle-earth, thanks to my Patreons, and whew, that was a lot of work. I've been doing this for like almost 3 hours, so but by the time you clean everything up, put it up correctly so they don't break or fall, gotta get some safety things. I'm gonna use some little safety things and wind around them, but I'll do that in a few minutes. Have a great day in Middle-earth. We're all finished here. I've finished it. Haha! Barukazan Kuzan menu. I'll see you in the next videos, my friends. Stay happy. Thanks for joining me for this little blog video, and I'll see you in the next ones. See ya!